Do it like that.
Chain of handballs. Rochelle, did he have a quick looking forward? It doesn't matter. He's got the check side.
Do it like that.
In front, Walker. Got rid of his man. The dribbler. The Texans got three. Matt Andrew. He didn't take the free kick. He's going to get the free kick. Takes the advantage anyway.
Do it like that. Do it like that. Do it like that. That.
Welcome to The Crows Show, brought to you by Hungry Jacks. Now, Gather Round is almost my favourite week of the year because Adelaide becomes the centre of the AFL universe. Coming up, Ben Keys takes James Peatling for a spin. Izak Cumming tees it up in our long drive competition and Sid Draper's junior days. But first, the Crows' triple threat in attack is proving a handful for opposition defences. Darcy Fogarty is loving life, playing alongside Taylor Walker and Riley Thilthorpe.
Mounting just inside the left post. What a start this would be. His first kick is a goal. Dream start for the Crows.
It's good watching Filth and Tex sort of play so well as well. I reckon we've got a good balance of who's going up and who's competing at the ball at the moment. And yeah, I think we're working pretty well together. No one's really getting in each other's way, and sort of I think it's only going to get easier the more games we play. So we've obviously got our structures and stuff, so if we stick to them it's all pretty basic, but sometimes it sort of doesn't happen when general play comes. You all come together a little bit, but we try and help each other out as much as we can and it comes back around. It just comes sort of with training and games together. So we've had a few pre-seasons now where we've all sort of been on the same side. Me and Tex have played quite a lot of footy together, and then Filthy's sort of starting to get some games in now as well. So yeah, I think the more games you play, you sort of work out how and what each other sort of likes and how we play, and it sort of just gels from there. Yeah, it's good. It makes my life a lot easier, especially the way he competes and just the way he plays. So yeah, you sort of sit back, watch and watch sometimes, and sort of how good he can be and how good he's doing at the moment. So sometimes you get caught sort of ball watching and watching the show that he puts on, but no, he's going really well, and it's sort of, I think it's exciting for everyone in the forward line and the whole team really to watch.
Walker got rid of his man. The dribbler. The Texans got three.
Yeah, he's flying as well, so I think he appreciates the amount of work Filthy does as well. So yeah, he's going really well. He's been the leader like he's always been in the forward line. He's really helping us out off ball more so than anything. Yeah, he's flying. I want to build my fitness so I can get up and sort of play more consistent footy, and working on structures so I can help other people, and just being able to sort of improve on people leaning on me and sort of being there so I can sort of take a bit more weight for other people. It's good fun to kick off such a big weekend for the town. It's massive. I think everyone sort of loves it. Everyone gets to experience what's in Adelaide and what Adelaide can offer for everyone. So yeah, and I think the town does a really good job of putting it on with the stuff that goes on at Norwood and then expanding out at Barossa and Mount Barker and stuff. I think it just, I don't know, it does Adelaide wonders and sort of puts us on the map for what's around and how fun the joint can be.
JP, welcome to the Toyota BZ, the all electric. You're already a big Toyota man.
Yes, I am. I'm a massive Toyota man. So the 2008 Hilux with nearly 400,000 Ks on it.
400.
It's been loved, but
that's a man who loves his cars, takes care of his cars, takes care of his Toyotas. That's unbelievable, mate.
Yeah, and mate, you know, it's probably got another 400 left in it, but for me, I would love a new one, mate.
Mate, we need to get you in. We need to get you in something. If it's not a BZ, we got to get you in some sort of upgraded Toyota because you deserve it, mate.
Yeah, 100%. Love the BZ though. Looks cracking as well.
Mate, tell us, you new-ish to the club, I guess. You just made your club debut recently. Tell us a bit about the move and how it all came apart.
Came late last year when the Crows came and sort of asked the question, and knowing a few boys here already, and it was going to make the transition the easiest out of any transition I would have had. Obviously, you and I, back in the NEFL days.
I was going to get there.
There's a fair few of us that have roamed around that great league. and then obviously I was really good mates growing up with Nick Murray, and I knew Toby Murray as well a little bit, and then Cheese coming over as well made it really easy.
Izak coming for sure. How different is it being in Adelaide, playing at Adelaide Oval, because obviously you in New South Wales, in Sydney, myself from Brisbane, obviously two states that are really sort of rugby league focused. It's not really footy centric like SA is. Have you noticed a difference in the culture, in the fans, and what's it been like running out on Adelaide Oval in front of the packed house?
Yeah, I love that, running out into Adelaide Oval. It was I couldn't have probably dreamt for anything better than that. Adelaide's probably what I would have loved growing up. Just always being involved with AFL, and growing up in Sydney, you couldn't have the conversations at lunchtime about Friday night footy
Absolutely
or anything
agree.
like that. Thursday night footy of round one. So I love it, and it's exceeded my expectations, Adelaide, which is great to see. It's good to run out in front of the fans and not actually get booed, because most of the times we do play in front of.
That would have been funny. That would have been crazy.
Mate, we nearly got T-bone. That's just the BZ.
That's
Just performs under pressure there. Tools can only be one thing, but you, mate, as a driver, you've really shown me just road rules and integrity on the road.
definitely integrity and honour on the road is some of my values, but the BZ with its safety features helped me out as well. So it's almost like the car's driving itself, JP.
Oh, yep. I think that's called cruise control.
JP, thanks so much, mate. That was elite.
Pleasure for having me. Oh, mate, that was hilarious.
The Toyota all-electric BZ4X. Heaps of room in the boot, easy and quick to charge, plug in and you're done. Packed with safety features, it keeps an eye out for you. Smooth, quiet, effortless to drive, the Toyota all-electric BZ4X. Visit a dealership for an extended test drive.
Crows fans, get game day ready with the Adelaide Crows official home and clash kits on sale now. Don't miss out. Grab yours today and show your true colours. Available in-store and online at shop.afc.com.au.
Don't forget you can join Brodie Smith, Ebony Marinoff and Mark Thomas every Sunday morning on Triple M from 9 a.m. You can also download the podcast on Listening.
Gather round 2025 to get underway at this magnificent stadium.
Bouncing ball, little chance for the Crows. Walker, Blitzarves, the veteran on the left. Yes, sir-ree! Neil Billen thought about going inside, now does with the kick. Finds his man in Peatling. Sees one over the top. Keys has Akers. Runs to his left, kicks it goal. Straight through the middle. Goes down, top of the goal square. Fire from behind. Almost for coming. Tex wants another. Rankine will finish. Clever. Half volley. Back of the net. Crows get another.
So when we had the ball, we were confident. We gave our guys a chance ahead of the footy, and they executed as they had been doing now for quarter after quarter. So we also defended the ground quite well. We went at Geelong, and after their performance last week, we had to look at a few things that they can adjust their game. That's one of their strengths. They're a really mature side. If the game's going a certain way, they'll change. They play on instinct. So. We'll learn a fair bit from that, but I thought we did some we played some of our best footy in the first three quarters, and then we really just got it wrong in that last one. We got a lot wrong in that last quarter, just some decision making, our execution. It was really uncharacteristic of us. It wasn't us. So it's going to be a hard one for us to go through and have a look. But again, when you play teams like Geelong, if you make a mistake, you'll be punished, and they did that to us. I thought for three quarters, I might be wrong, I'm hoping not. I thought it was a really good game of footy. I didn't enjoy the last quarter at all. I think you nailed it. We've got to work on the scores against. That'll be a big scout for us. But from as far as beating a side that's going to be there in September, we're always going into those games, wanting to put on our best performance. It looked tonight like we were on track, and then we let ourselves down for a quarter of footy, and in the end, a better team won on the night. They put us away.
Still to come, Izak Cumming takes his biggest swing. Izak Rankine shares what music means to him, and Sid Draper looks back at where it all started.
So Toby, you're off a 2-year contract extension. Super exciting for yourself.
Yeah, no, it's a bit of a reward for hard work and very grateful that the club's put a bit of faith in me for the next 2 years.
So you've been in Adelaide for about 18 months now. Why'd you venture over?
Obviously had the family tie with Nick here and wanted to challenge myself in the Sandful, and yeah, was fortunate enough to put a string to a few good games together, and yeah, lucky enough to get picked up last year in the mid-season. Having Nick there, he's certainly one that drives the standards inside the four walls, so leaning off him and guys like Riley Thilthorpe as well, just watching how they go about their craft, and then just really making sure I had a good off-season in the last one, putting on a bit of size, and yeah, I think it's really held me in good stead to attack this year.
And growing up with Nick in the country, I'm sure there was plenty of footy battles in the backyard.
Yeah, plenty. So Nick, and then we had two older brothers after Nick, so plenty of battles and plenty of tears, I think.
Had match-ups with Nick at training?
Yeah, a couple of times. He's usually good for a punch in the head in a contest every week, but he's very good to play on. Obviously, he's one of the better defenders at the club, so to match up against him and see what it's like, I really enjoy it.
What do you love about Adelaide?
Yeah, well, it's a bit more country, which is nice. It's there's nothing too crazy going on, but if you really want to get out to the country, it's a 20-minute, 30-minute drive, and you're sort of out in the hills amongst it.
Awesome. Thanks for joining me, Toby.
Perfect. Thanks, Sophie.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Crows Longest Drive competition. This week I'm joined by new recruit Izak Rankine. What are a couple of things that the viewers can expect from you today?
Yeah, a bit controversial, but I'm here representing all the baseball grippers to show that we do belong on the golf course and that we can get it done from time to time.
Maybe not at one of the best private courses in South Australia, but it's great to have you here. What's going through your mind on the tee block?
There's a little bit of wind left to right, and as you're about to find out, I'm a serial slicer, so I'm worried about where I'll park my car, and I'm worried about having to have an awkward conversation with someone if I go through theirs. For
those not familiar with the first at Glenelg, that's where the car park is, and that is probably where Izak will be hitting one of his 3 balls today. Good luck, Izak.
Here we go. Just straight into it. No mucking around.
Wow. And I tell you what in the world.
That is a cracker.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens the only time he doesn't play for handicap. That is one of the better balls you will see in your lifetime.
I think that's the best drive I've ever hit.
We can confirm that that first shot from Izak was 255 metres long.
Oh.
And I tell you what, I think he's done it again. He couldn't have, could he? Wow.
Is that shorter?
It is shorter, but...
Oh, that felt better though.
Almightily impressive though.
I'm going to be brutally honest. I'm thinking right now, how have I done that? And why can't I do this when I actually play?
It's just remarkable, really. Shows that anything is possible.
Oh.
And it's still going to work. How are you feeling? 255 metres is the drive that we will be taking for the tournament. I'm assuming you're thrilled, over the moon. Just tell the viewers how you're feeling, what the heart rate is like after that first one.
Yeah, the heart rate was actually doing plenty, especially when I had the head over the ball there. But look, I hope it's enough to compete. But I mean, I've heard a few whispers about the boys that are competing in the coming weeks, so keen to see how they go.
So Izak Rankine gone to the top of the leaderboard with a monster drive. There's still 3 Crows left to tee it up.
Well, now it's time for the 7 News distant replay. Now let's take a look back at how 7 News covered major moments in Crows history.
A crowd of almost 50,000 packed Amy Stadium wanting to pay tribute to the Crows' best ever player. Rashudo strode onto the ground amid massive fanfare.
He is one of the all-time greats.
He then went about proving that, dominating the opening quarter.
And gets his second. Wonderfully played by...
He finished the night with 5 as the Crows ran over the top of the Roos to win by 72 points.
It's been a big week, but to have a big win was the perfect way to celebrate it.
And celebrate he did. His dad and some close mates even helped sing the club song.
I had all the family down again and quite a few mates, so it was good to get them in the rooms after the game and sing the song. I think the old man was making up most of the words, but it looked like he enjoyed it.
Rashudo's coach joined the chorus of praise.
The key thing there is he's still performing, and I think he can be really proud of the fact that he's not just running out, he's still going out and actually performing.
Don't forget, 7 News is your home ground for everything AFL.
So I was playing soccer for Wollonga Phoenix, and then across the road to the Wollonga Demons, and I came over when I was 11 or 12 in the under-12s program. Had no idea how to play football really. My brothers were a lot more naturally talented than I was, but they took me in and played me with a lot of games, which I was very grateful for. It sort of fast-tracked my development, I think. But played from there, from under-12s to under-14s. Had a lot of team success there. I think maybe 6 or so premierships, which in juniors were very strong, so very great club. Early days I was a bit of everywhere, relied on my speed, so they put me in back pocket in under-12s in my first year. Just sort of run wherever you want. If you get a handball, just go. I wasn't skillfully gifted, so yeah, they just put me back pocket mostly.
Waste no time. Draper thumps it into the pocket. How good was that pass from Sid Draper?
In my draft year, I went and did a bit of training, I guess, once the season was over. Just sort of going out there. They were in finals in the under-17s, and most of my best mates are there, were playing there, so I still get back there a fair bit.
I definitely have used music as an outlet, and when times are tough, footy can be a hard game. It can be hard going there. It's good to come home and have the guitar as an outlet and just strum along, and hours will go past and you won't even realise it'll be dinner time sort of thing. My dad used to play, so he was sort of in the household, and yeah, he just sort of taught me a few strumming patterns and some riffs and things, and I really took it on board from there and just watched heaps of YouTube and stuff, and it's really grown since then. So it does help you navigate through those tough times, and it's definitely helped me along my journey, and I'm going to continue to lean on it as I grow.
Sleep now under my skin, make sure you try to conjure the wind and ease my mind. Somebody call out to your brother, he's calling out your name. Oh, hide it under the covers with no one else to blame. You couldn't help out your own neighbor, couldn't tell it to his face. You were up by the blade.
What a great insight into Izak and his love of music. Now, let's look ahead to next week when the Giants come to town. The first thing I'll be looking for is the way Izak Cumming and James Peatling perform against their old side. It's always stressful facing your old teammates, not knowing how they're going to treat you. Secondly, Adelaide don't have a great record against the Giants here at Adelaide Oval. The Giants seem to get the ball to the outside and run Adelaide off their feet, but I feel like Adelaide this time around have much better balance around the footy. No matter which way it goes, Adelaide will be tested again when they take on the Giants, who are one of the pace setters of the competition. The Giants have class everywhere. The common medalist Jesse Hogan up front, Sam Taylor down back, one of the best defenders, and a gilt-edge midfield, Tom Green, Josh Kelly, and many more. They also have speed. Bedford and Jones, they have the ability to run teams off their feet. I think Adelaide can play finals, but if they have designs on going one better and finishing in the top 4, they must win games like this at home. And don't forget, you can catch Crows live after the Giants game, streamed on afc.com.au. Interviews with coaches and players directly from the change rooms after the game. And thanks to Toyota. If you take a photo of yourself or a friend at one of our games and post it to social media, make sure you use the hashtag WeFlyAsOne. This week's lucky fan is you. Please email faceinthecrowd@afc.com.au with photo ID to claim your prize of 2 tickets to Toyota's exclusive Hilux Hill at Adelaide Oval. And that's it for today's Crows Show. Enjoy the rest of Gather Round, and we'll be back next Sunday morning at 11. Bye for now. Today's show was brought to you by Hungry Jacks.